How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with another cipher, man. After the last one, I had to check out more YouTube ciphers from like pure YouTubers, YouTube rappers, I should say, and this was recommended. YouTube Cypher Volume 3. So that means there is a Volume 2 and a Volume 1. So you know damn well that I'm going to be checking those out as well. But as of right now, we're starting with the latest one, Volume 3. Now, from the names here, I know who NoLifeShaq. I didn't know a lot. NoLifeShaq actually made music, so that's very interesting. So Sama Savage, I know from the last one, obviously. Besides that, I don't recognize anyone else that's listed here. So I'm actually Futuristic. I think I've heard of him before. I'm not sure. Dax. I think Dax is actually the person that made this. No, it's Crypt. That's how much you know. That's how you know how little I actually know from like the YouTube. Well, I think I've heard the name Dax before. I don't know where though. Shoot. Let us hop right in there and see what this one has in store for us. And yeah, I'm not actually know what to expect with this one, as I said. Ooh, I like this beat.
Yeah, back from the dead to reclaim my shit. To the studio straight from the crypt.
So that's Dax. Alright, just trying to get to know everyone by their name.
Yeah, back from the dead to reclaim my shit. To the studio straight from the crypt. Loaded and I'm fully equipped. To hit sick as a bitch. Can get cutting this lips while I flick my wrist. I'm about to walk on it. There's a walk in the park, I'm dogging it. Got bars like a gym, this light look close. I don't even break a sweat while squatting it. I took
Shockberries. Okay, I was not expecting. I'll be honest, I was not expecting this. Okay. Sure. Alright. I don't. How often am I gonna? Ooh, that's a difficult one because it seemed like this one is gonna be one of those where it's like, shoot, I need. I would almost have to pause it every single second to dissect what is being said, but I'm not. I don't want to do that. I want to let the music speak for itself, but. Please. Alright. Oh, what did he say there? What did he just say to me? Shit. Yeah, I got that part. That's dogs to God reversible. Okay, I mean that's a light flip, I'd say. You know, but he was doing maths here. He's going off, like he's going off. I'm like struggling to keep up, honestly. Beam down and rap, you might as well put a chalk in it. A dead body, I think that's what I'm still not sure if that's what it is, but that's what my assumption is. Like, you know, when the police, like, you know, chalk the outline of a dead body, I think that's what beam. You know, I think that's what it is. I could be completely off here. Jesus, that's the way it's starting. It. My goodness. OG, okay. He likes reversing things. He really does like reversing things, from what I've noticed of Tech 9. Was he on a song with Tech 9? I'm not. As I said, I don't really follow like the YouTube rappers all that much. But I do. As I said, also, I watch reactors, right? And Screw. I remember him because I was watching him back there. I remember him making a video, like a. What was it? Who was he up against? He was beefing with someone recently, right? And he mentioned. It was like a topic about that going back and forth, so it might be actually that Dax was part of it too. I forgot what the other guy's name was, honestly, but I think that's what it was. I think that's what it might be. Alright. Whoa. Slow down. Slow down. Definitely.
My gifts come straight from the Lord. He made my skin so damn thick I can use it to sharpen swords. This rap shit was just a hobby when I started to get bored. And now my bars all boomerang just like the hammer on Thor.
Alright. That's pretty sweet, I have to say.
It was just a hobby when I started to get bored. And now my bars all boomerang just like the hammer on Thor. I tightrope on this beat when I rap it's all cool. I'll upload it to Pornhub after on hardcore. I can't sleep if they sleep, if they sleep let them snore. My work speaks if they can't see then I must and will do more.
Alright. Dax, first time I've listened to you. I think I know who to subscribe to now. I think I know who to subscribe to now. King Blitz.
Whoop your ass like what the fuck are your parents, nigga? Kill you, then bring your parents back together like marriage split them. Flow aiming at your brain, what that mean? That's detrimental. You catch more like kitty litter. Know that I'm a dog, I hear the whistles. I'm running with this game, catching plays. I'm too official. In order for you to beat me, literally have to provide me the instrumental. And even then, look, I'm running my own way. When I step to the mic, I'm killing this shit. Real as it gets, must be bananas and don't come slipping. I peel with your bitch. Hearing them.
Alright. Okay. Banana peel. Okay. Alright. Heard of that one a few times before, I have to say, though. Not that exact scheme, but the banana... Well, not exact... Not those lines, but the banana scheme thing.
This shit, real as it gets, must be bananas and don't come slipping. I peel with your bitch. Hearing them talking like they want this more, but you need to cry like this is a joke. Or you a comedian, might need a special. I heard you was special, like give him a note. Causing damage, niggas can't manage this. Second KO today, smoking no cannabis. Realize I'm still that nigga, no mannequin. They panicking amateurs. All of my haters been in the colony, really don't bother me. Fuck your apologies, follow me, king.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just a little bit unfair. I feel like it's a little bit unfair. If you're going after the first person, Dax, this just seems like it's so unfair. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying he was bad by any means. He was actually good. But the first person was just like straight up. I can't think of many people that could follow that. I'll be honest. I can't. Even mainstream rappers, and I don't listen to mainstream rappers that much, but I can't think of many people that could follow that and just be like, yeah, you know what? Hey, I'm taking the spotlight. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Aston Lord.
I've been training, waiting patient to unload all this energy. I'm an OG in the scene, feel like I've been here a century. I could die right here and now and I would still leave a legacy.
Alright, as someone, okay, I'm gonna say this, right? As someone that's relatively new to the YouTube rap gang, rap scene, whatever you want to call it, right? Being an OG doesn't really mean much. I'm gonna say this right now. Being an OG doesn't really mean much, right? I could write raps today. They would be so bad, but I could write them today. I mean, in fact, I've written some last week, but I could write some and they were terrible. Like they were actually terrible. But like that's not the point. I could write something today and be better than everyone else. Not me, but I'm talking about, like, you know, in a third person sense. Somebody could write something today and it would be better than everything else. But that doesn't mean, you know, legacy isn't really that important, because the fact of the matter is, if you're not on top of your game, then you're not on top of your game. Then other people, you know, have every right to surpass you. It's kind of like the chase of being first, the chase of being the best. Other people will come up and try and be better than you, and if you can't keep up being the number one, then legacy does not matter for anything. But obviously I just want to kind of get that point off, because he mentioned legacy, I guess, but like, yeah, I haven't heard him rap, so I can't even say if he's good or bad. I'm just saying that legacy to me usually doesn't really mean much. All right, so let's go back. Hey, I'm back. Hi, Susan Waziski, the head of YouTube.
I hope you remember me. I've been training, waiting patient to unload all this energy. I'm an OG in the scene, feel like I've been here a century. I could die right here and now and I would still leave a legacy.
So it seemed like this person took a break from YouTube. That's what it seemed like.
Don't play with me in this industry, you not with the shit. I took a break from writing ciphers and I wrote me some hits. The people acted like I sold out, I forgot how to spit. But I'm back with my fucking arsenal, unloading my clip. They say I turned into a mumble rapper, mumbling how? Just cause I wrote about my life, you say I'm mumbling now? I'm just proving I'm versatile with my style and sound. I'm underground, but I put these other rappers under the ground.
Alright, that flip was nice. I can't really comment on the mumble rapper thing because I've not heard anything of him.
I'm profound with all my lyrics. Let
Legendary with melodies, powerful with my spirit, unbreakable to my enemies. Been here
Unbreakable
since day
spirit.
one. You are not on my level. Some things won't ever change. Don't fuck with the Jersey Devil.
Okay. I mean, look, another person who was good. I wouldn't say great though, but good. Shoot, I'm still thinking about the first person. I'm like, whoa, whoa. They shouldn't have had him first. I get you want like someone crazy to be the first person, but I feel bad for these people. Honestly, I'm not saying they're bad. They're putting in their shift too. But like, you had me at a 10. Like straight away from the get-go, you had me at a 10. And now you kind of brought it back to what I expected coming in, which was like a 7.5 to 8. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Like, not bad, still very good, but not at a 10. Echo.
These kids rapping started acting pussy talking shit cause I'm a bitch magnet. I'm on some ski mask shit. Everybody hit the floor. Fuck rapping, I'm on tour. I'm holding up convenience stores. Let them know that I kill it with a flow and it do super dope, but I haven't got a cape yet. I don't even got a big boy job, but I got big dreams and a big boy paycheck. I know that nobody wanna say shit. Download skill like a plugin in a matrix. I'm beginning a vacation, back on the grind every time. It's amazing. I just gave birth to greatness. Named it the bar and raised it. Music's so
raised it.
You wish that this shit was contagious. It's crazy how these dudes be gassing up on instrumentals. Think you're indestructible. I'll break your shit like Tesla Windows. Yeah.
Alright. When did this come out? This feels like it must have came out like... When was that? When was that demonstration held? Like a year ago?
Think you're indestructible. I'll break your shit.
My issue with this person so far has been that there has been just punchline, no real setups. And that was the first like setup into a punchline, so that's why I really appreciate it. Not because of the Tesla reference, which, you know, I'm a fan of Tesla. Not as much as it used to be, granted, but like, just the fact that there is actually a punchline, like a setup on a punchline instead of just a punchline.
Like Tesla Windows, yeah. I just came back to shut you bitches up. I'm Disney Plus, like all your favorite shit just got rolled into one. My mission done. I'm
alright.
On my own stunts like I'm Ethan Hunt. If I'm not in your top 5, bitch, then you're missing one. Crank Lucas, baby, DMV.
I like that. I do like that ending very much. I do like that ending very much. Alright, that was nice.
Shit, let's go. All mothers, monotone medley.
Crank
Rap
Lucas.
Like I'm sick of it, but my bar's harder than Chinese arithmetic. You ain't subscribed to Crank Lucas, boy, you sick as shit. How you ain't hip to this? My name is ubiquitous. I got the power in these streets. I'm the plug. Got it safe before.
Just making sure that his name is actually that.
It take 2 hours to dig it out. I got your chick coming so long, she's still squirting while I kick her out. It's 2020, I've been rapping since.
Why? Who says that?
Chick coming so long, she's still squirting while I kick her out.
Coming, as well as coming, and then I kick her out. Alright.
It's 2020, I've been rapping since the 90s. At this rate, I'ma be rapping till I'm 90. DC born and PG raised. I'm at the one on this cypher running PG plays. I'm the rudest but truest Lucas you ever seen. You the messiest, zestiest nigga, a whole queen. I'ma drag you out the game. My name
Drag
is
queen,
bigger,
okay.
Cause I rap isosceles circles around niggas.
Yeah, you already know what it is.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
The same way I'll break them down.
See? Oh. I've seen... I was like, I've seen him before, but he reacts as well. So he does music as well? Or is it just the first time? I don't know.
Crazy bar for bar, alcoholic on a payday. Music stuck in my head like I advertised for Ray J. It's psychological to have these minor goals. Dig deep, flip that, you see minor goal.
Ah, like that. Dig deep, flip that. You see, mine are cold. Mine are gold, sorry. I like that. Minor goals. Yeah, I like that.
Make them slide off top, get wild Gumby in the 408 you and lean you back like Al Bundy. Yo, Crip, I got you with a master class for the students. One call, that's all. I suit up like Ken Nugent. You two first the machine, you know that we go rilla. Let it ring and you gon' catch it like a robo killer. Been in the field, so they see me the killer.
Machine, okay.
Like Jimmy McGill, still with the real. Like a dark room, don't attempt me to film. Worst nights, hands match, Mr. Rogers open. Uppercut, a tippy toe like Bow Wow posing. Shoot my shot once I pull. Jordan hater, fuck the bull. No jamming on the one like Stevie Wonder and Theo Huxtable.
You know what? Considering I only know him from his reactions, that left a great impression on me, music-wise. Very good impression.
What the fuck it is? Crypt pass me the ball, ain't no running back, but I'm running shit. Came to say they drove just like Cleo, yes, I'm a gunning chick. You weak rappers can't stomach the balls, cause I be gutting shit.
Gutting bars, okay, stomach. Alright.
If you love your kid, don't bring your son, don't bring your daughter around. If they want the beat, they getting cooked just like a quarter pound.
Quarter pound beef. The bars are not the hardest, but they are all set up, so I very much appreciate that.
Okay, I'm petty and gorgeous, let me inform ya. I don't got to show my ass for endorsements. Y'all chicks is boring. I be grilling rappers up like a foreman, then I turn on purple.
George Foreman. Alright. You see, I was saying the bars are not the hardest, but they're setting up. Now the bars are getting better.
For endorsements, y'all chicks is boring. I be grilling rappers up like a foreman, then I turn on purple and blue just like they play for the Hornets.
Foreman grills.
I'm from New York, we just don't really rock on any night. Flow so cold, I'm killing any mic on any site.
I just don't like the flow. It reminds me, everything else is good, but I just don't like the way she's saying it all. It's very much, how would I describe it? Okay, I forgot what the term is called, but like her intonation is like, it's very Australian. I don't know whether she's from Australia. I can't tell. Because I'm terrible with accents, but it's very much Australian, where it's like up, down, and like at the end it's like a tiny up, whereas usually it's more like a it's more like a wave. Hers is more like up, down, and like at the very end it's like a slight up, which to me it sounds like everything she's saying is like a question. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. Which is why I don't personally like it as much. But you know, each to their own, I guess.
Any night, flow so cold, I'm killing any mic on any site. Type 5 if you can't see that, the ICU's where you'll sleep at. I ain't Jamaican, but there's murder, she wrote is about CX.
Jamaican, okay, that's what it is. Terrible accent me. Everyone's been saying they're top 5. Feral the Earth.
Well, I don't care what people say. Don't have anything to prove. To put it simply, I'm okay. I'm healthy, my life has meaning, killing it financially, make music every day, get to chill with my family. I'm free. Not just physically, but mentally. I live an existence that's minimal because this makes sense to me.
He's actually he's actually speaking. I like it's off, but I like it because it's so clear that he's just speaking. He hasn't made any like hard bars or anything, which is why just speaking words. If he was trying to like say something, this wouldn't work at all. But because he's intentionally just speaking, what he's doing works so well because he's not even on beat. But it worked so well because he's intentionally just speaking. That's the effect he's trying to get off.
I don't tweet much. The Cypher gave me anxiety. I've never been the type to try to get the public's eye on me, yet here I am. Fucking walking contradiction. Always on the stage like some overconfident musician. But often my ambition conflicts with the inner hermit crab. A yearning for obscurity versus the urge to secure the bag. Abstract survivalist in the ocean on a canoe. That I ride into existence just going off what I knew. I'm loyal
now
to
he's getting deep.
Try to honor art's integrity because I respect the poor and honest more than fraudulent celebrities.
Respect. Respect.
This is the biggest internet break I've ever gotten. Crypt, thank you for encouraging me to push past my anxiety.
Alright, Summer Savage. Heard him yesterday. Liked it.
Ever gotten Crypt, thank you for encouraging me to push past my anxiety.
I'm ready to say the inescapable truth. I'm faithful to prove that they no cable able. Faking the news, they play with the youth as they pull hateful takes. This way them to you like hanging a noose. Unstable a-holes aim for names. They shoot and blame it on who? MCs when they want to conceal the heat and do drills. Be real, it's the killer beat. Imitate the films we see and be ill, but chill. It gets really deep. We spill a certain.
Why are we having this again? Where like he's spelling out things. Why? I was gonna say a lot more than, but just why? Let's leave it at why. Real deep. It's taken away. I'm not trying to look at the lyrics and everything. I'm trying to like more listen towards everything. But like, when you just have like flashing, you know, flashing lyrics just pop up, it's like so distracting that not that distracting. I could close my eyes, granted. What?
Under the where I'm from, they go dealing with the drums. If you're still really young, but got no fears. Only fear I'll move tuck up beer. Show beard like here's my gold.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Only right they wanna put me in a gold tier. Go here, you can find me in the cut on the east side of the mirror. Up like yeehaw, cause the inside of the Porsche got the horses, of course, it's gorgeous. The form put it all in the back, and I'm strong with a bat, and I'm on with a gat. Get along with a hat. When tap your fist, get chased, stop tap. This cypher, your cypher, my cypher, this cypher around when you rap.
I think his recent one was better. I felt like this one felt a little bit messy. I felt like this one felt a little bit messy, but it still wasn't bad. It was still good. I just felt like this one was a little bit messy compared to like the last one. I don't know what it was specifically that felt was messy. Let me just go back a little.
When they wanna conceal the heat and do drills, be real. It's the killer beat. Imitate the films we see and be ill, but chill. It gets really deep. We spill a soliloquy as we heal the weak. Make them wanna still believe that we all will achieve through our skills. The dreams you instill, we keep on the back burner.
Yeah. I think what it is that the beat. I'm not going there again, but I think the beat might be a little bit too fast for him. And the reason why I think that's bad is because he's going at it non-stop, you know, but he's switching it up so much that it feels a little bit messy. It feels like he almost like he's trying to catch up, and then he's ahead, and then he's trying to slow down, and then he's ahead. And I get that sometimes that works, you know, on a track or something, but I feel like it was a little bit done too much, and a little bit too abruptly and too quickly. That's why I think perhaps a little bit more messy than it should have been. He was saying stuff, but like a little bit too messy, I feel like.
That turner, speak girl, cause it bump when you feel it in the slump. Under the village where I'm from, they go dealing with the drums. If you're still really young, but got no fears. Only fear I'll move tuck up beer. Show beard like here's my goatee. Only right they wanna put me in a gold tier. Go here, you can find me in the cut on the east side. And me and Ron kitty up like yeehaw, cause the inside of the Porsche got the horses, of course, it's gorgeous. The form put it all in the back, and I'm strong with a bat, and I'm on with a gat. Get along with a hat. When tap your fist, get chased, stop tap. This cypher, your cypher, my cypher, this cypher around when you rap.
Yeah, a little bit too messy. That's my issue. 100 Kofis. Fold. Alright. Alright. 570. What? Not sure what the 570 is. No, not sure. Alright. Alright. That was nice. Futuristic.
Then you should call them off. These rappers talking hard, but they sweeter than bowls of Haagen-Dazs. Sick, I think I caught a cough.
Haagen-Dazs is not that sweet. Yeah, I know it's not that. It's not really that sweet. I've definitely tasted much sweeter ice cream.
Let me start it off. If you recruiting troops, then you should call them off. These rappers talking hard, but they sweeter than bowls of Haagen-Dazs. Sick, I think I caught a cough. Caught a body, caught a charge. I'm the plug, always was. Look at how much you started off. Never need a bodyguard. Look how they looking up to me. Every time I shake a rapper hand, it's like I touch my seat. I pump the tree, get paid for appearances, and I cut the fee. I cut their feet, they get cool to kids. They been trying to run with me. I'm quick.
Oh. Your name is Toby, not Kuta.
Run with me, I'm quick as fuck. Could come off the top like a pickup truck. My light is always on, you can tell from the way I switch it up. I got a girl, I used to fuck bitches, never kissed a slut. So when you ask me what I'm doing, my response is nothing much. Punchlines is like uppercuts, not from Logan Paul. I'm talking about the ones if they hit you, they would've broke your jaw. Back to the rap shit, I needed a break. I see my mistakes, still on the rise, the king living great.
That was short. He was going off. Like he was actually like, I felt like he started a little bit slower, but like once he was starting to, once he started going off. But it was just a little bit. I wish he had like another 10-20 seconds or so. I feel like his was a little short. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let me go back.
empty. Now I'm simply the best MC, got the industry going through a frenzy. Nobody dope with a pen like me, leave a blood stain all over your fresh white tee. Gotta go for they dose when I'm at light speed like fuck fame. You don't wanna test my reach, who's next? My beat, can I test by me? Fuck around and hit him in the LIPs, you can ask my D. Tryna flex like me with these kind of bars, we expect ID. Tryna end my streak to the tech 9 speak, yell at ABC. I'm an XYZ, y'all slept on me, so I felt like we should finish where we started. Till you rest in peace. That's a million and one, and I'm
That's nice. That is great.
you feeling the buzz? Everybody wants smoke till I fill up they lungs. Oh, you thought it was a joke? I'm as real as they come. Got a 500 million views and I'm still in the slums. In the matrix, spreading blue pills in my tongue. Hit the kill switch, yo shit, deal with my crumb. Match with the energy, anybody ahead of me. I'm ahead of my enemies. Everybody a centipede. If anybody thinking they ill as me, I'ma let it be. Definitely got pen up aggression from the head to see the pen of me is not no friend of me.
Whoa. Slow down. Slow. Whoa. This part here. Centipede. Death.
YouTube views keep proving my legacy. I'll fall back. I'ma do what I'm gonna be. I hit them so hard that they losing their memory. Ain't nobody fucking with a kid right now. I don't even really wanna hear y'all out. Take a look around on the shit right now. Everybody else need to sit back down.
Okay. Death here. Okay. Census. Okay.
The kid right now. I don't even really wanna hear y'all out. Take a look around on the shit right now.
Look. Okay, he's talking about all the census. That's Crypt. I've seen him before with all the Mountain Dew. Maybe I've watched like one video of his. I think he was talking about. I think it was the rap beef that I was mentioning earlier with like Screw and the person that 6 seconds was on the same track, World War III. That I think the video was called. In 6 seconds was dissing him. I was like, bro, how do you not notice? You been dissing your own. The guy literally said, "My man, them Screw and Munfie, of course." Like, huh? Huh? Like straight up, just like, huh? How do you not listen to that? I'd be like, even if you don't know what the word mandem means, right? Which generally you should. It's not that uncommon of a word. But even if you don't know what that word means, right? You should be like, let me just Google it, just make sure, yeah, just make sure right now what it means. I'm like, hey. That's all I'm gonna say, all right? But I think I've seen Crypt talk about that specific thing.
Cypher spit is representing like the Senate in this bitch. Cypher 4 is on the way if you just give me a bit. But it's a shame that some dudes that are ruin the chance of it. Cause when they pick, they start to diss and hide their bars and remixes. I got a law degree in this. There ain't a fucking bar on this.
Like that. Like that is a law. that's something that just finished law school. I like that.
Remixes, I got a law degree in this. There ain't
Bah.
a fucking bar on this. They only diss cause they know it's an opportunity at hand. When this opportunity knocks, he'll be shitting his pants. Damn, it's kinda funny the second that I make amends with all these people from my past. I got new enemies in. From here on out, if we got beef, then that's happily ever after. Cause I only bury the hatchet in the back of a rapper. All you bitches all barking at me like a sycamore. Heart is telling me to stop. Brain is saying sycamore. I'll chop you down to size like my name was Lizzie Borden. Then I'll keep you drinking more. This leave you stiff as a board. Then I grind you in the paper.
Okay. Corpse, rigor mortis, morgue. He's still going. I was gonna say he went in with like the rigor mortis, dead body, stiff body line, but he just keeps going. I mean, back it there. Sycamore. Sycamore. Yep. One second. I'll grind you into paper. And then write my diss on your corpse. Is he saying earn ashes? If so, that's pretty cool. That's pretty smart. Took me like a second to get that. Snagging bodies, it's a hobby. Probably show up at your door and get to knocking like knock. Everybody wanna try to be subtle when dissing until they get caught. And they be acting so innocent in my vicinity, bitch, you get pop. And the motherfucker get drop. Don't nobody come and take a shot. Cause I get the laughing like ha. And I gotta grab the mic as fast like I never had done before. And no wall like the hat from Dumbledore. And anybody coming at me know I'm full of madness and I'll beat you bad until your ass is numb and sore. Check the scoreboard. Never take a nail that's short. I'm at the top, I'm North. Put you at the bottom like a floorboard. Fast, take the cell, hold it well, and don't you fight back. For I leave you with no life and I don't need shit. Woo! Ah, Shaq. Alright. Alright. Look, man. Go off, King. That's tough. That's tough.
That's tough. Man, I'm finna go hard. I got a couple fans watching and they here for the bars. I got to 1 million and they say it was love. Now I'm almost at 2. Now they screaming that's tough.
Hey.
Finish that, man. Finish that
On the beat.
Crypt say I gotta eat, so I gotta kill him. Shaq always been a real one, so they gotta feel him. And I ain't never switch up since I got 1 million. If we talking about making that thriller, one of the realest to ever get to $1. Never get in my feelings, concealing all of my weapons. Put them up in the ceilings, don't make me call my gorillas. Banana clues get the feeling.
Alright. Jeez, I've heard so many banana peel lines in my life that I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of them, alright? I am absolutely sick of them. But it's Shaq. So, hey, it's nice. Gorillas as well. Gorillas, of course.
Slow it down, coach. That's tough. Y'all know my catchphrase, so respect my name and don't you dare try to soil it, or I put your ass next to John Rule in the toilet.
Alright.
Who made this beat? Nada.
Well, that one was nice. Shoot, I almost want to be on one now, but I almost want to be on a cypher now, but as I said, I can't rap. That's never gonna happen. Alright, I can make things rhyme. I just can't be smart with it. Like I could make something up right now that would rhyme on the spot for like a good solid 10 minutes straight up, but it would just be like boring life stories that probably nobody wants to hear. Nothing smart, no similes, no metaphors. It would all just be like, hi, I was born as my name is hi. I was born as a king, yet my name is just Prince. One day I'll ascend to the throne and then I'll win, but I don't know what I'm saying. So let me stop right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you thought of this video right here. I enjoyed it. I will say this. Crypt at the end was actually very good. He had a lot of good setups and punches, and I really appreciate it. Like, for me, when you just have like bars, which is one of the actually fun story, right? Long time ago, when I still listened to mainstream rap, I think, as I said, I think my last album was either Carter 4 or Eminem and Royce the 5'9", Bad Meets Evil, right? I didn't get into Lil Wayne right away. Like, when I listened to Carter 3, I didn't really get into his music right away because I felt like there was just setup. There was just bar. There was just, you know, bar here, bar there, bar there. But then I actually realized there's a lot of setup going on as well. And that's when I truly appreciated Lil Wayne a lot more. Before that, I basically just listened to Eminem, Lupe Fiasco, 50 Cent, and like Tupac and Biggie and so on and so forth. But like not really like newer rappers, alright? Not really anyone that like just on the up and coming, I guess, if you want to call it that. Which Lil Wayne sort of was, you know. He was obviously big, but like not that big until Carter 3, Carter 4, really, I want to say. But like I started appreciating that a lot more, and since then I need a setup. I can't just listen to something. I can't just listen to a bar. I need it to be actually set up. So that's why I don't really listen to that many musicians, rappers. I always go through like in phases. I'll be totally honest. I always go through rap music in general in phases. When I was younger, from 11 to roughly about 17, it was all about rap. Used to go to a rap studio as well. As I said, music studio, I should say. A friend of mine actually makes rap music. He kind of changes style a little bit from like, you know, from traditional hip hop to more of a inspirational hip hop, I guess you want to call it that. He still does that for a living, so that's very cool. But like you know, me and his brother, who was like my best friend at that point, used to always go to the music studio with him. I can't say always. I went to like 3-4 times maybe, but. So I went there and I was like, I was writing something while on the way there, but it's like not any good, alright? I can say that right now. I can say that confidently that was not good. But that's like when I was like my huge rap phase, alright? And then I was like, okay, let me learn how to play the piano. So I got myself a piano, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna only listen to piano music right now, and try and entrench myself in the pianist community, I guess if you're gonna call it that. And so I listened to only like classical music for like a good solid 5 years, 6 years, until like this year, 2020, honestly, because I haven't really played the piano much in the last 1 year, the last 12 months or so. So I've been like starting to like listen to more mainstream things, I guess you want to call it that. and that's how I started getting back into this, which is why I've not seen any of these videos. Some of the nerd rap things I have seen, like the Pokemon Cyphers. That's the main thing I can always say in Pokemon Cyphers, and some of 6 Second and Shofu's music. But like I haven't really checked out any of like the other YouTube rappers. So that's where something like this, a Cypher, you know, is a great opportunity for me to know who to check out. Let me know what you all think, though. Like, what should I check out next? I definitely want to like go on like Volume 2 and Volume 1 in the future. But let me know. Let me know. Like, you know, the comment section exists for a reason. Somebody yesterday mentioned that like Rustage is great for anime, and Danball is great for video game. So I'm definitely gonna check those 2 out. But let me know like like just everything. Like what specific videos and what specific people. For like just maybe traditional music as well. But yeah, that's what I will leave it off with. I'll be seeing you all there. I think it's pretty obvious who my favorite was on this one, and that was this person right here. It's kind of unfair that he was like the first person to go, but I didn't think the Cypher was bad. I think the Cypher was overall very good. It's just a little bit unfair when like, in my opinion, what seems like the best person is like the first person on the Cypher, because that just means that you've just set like I went in this right. I was like, okay, this video was recommended. I was like, when I say recommended, I didn't mean like from the comment section. I mean like from the recommended YouTube section, right? So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me check it out. So I was like, all right, since it's recommended, it has a lot of views. That means it generally good. I know people. There's an argument to be made that, you know, a lot of people don't know that the more people like something, that the worse it is, because people just kind of latch on to things that are popular and generic sound. I don't want to sound. I don't want it to come off that way, but that's generally what it is. Like a lot of the niche things are usually better because, you know, they are unique and they are usually well thought out and crafted really well. So I went into this thinking, okay, sweet. I'm probably going to learn a few more YouTube rappers that I can then follow, so on and so forth. It's kind of unfair. Like, the first person, like, I went in this like, okay, neutral. I went in there neutral, as I always do with these videos. I always go in there absolutely neutral, right? He comes on. Raise the bar. Like, okay, you know what? Jeez. This is about to be great. And then it just kind of went downhill. Not in a negative sense. Like, not in a, oh, this, you know, it went from, like, a good thing to, like, an absolute trash thing. It just went from, like, a amazing thing to just, like, a borderline great. Sure, if you want me to give you an actual rating, like, if it went from, like, a 10 to, like, a 7.9. Like, borderline great. Like, great would be 8. Like, just borderline. Just, like, just about there. And then, it, like, towards the end, it started picking up more. And it went to probably, like, a 8.3. 8.3. Hey, I don't give 10s, alright? So I'm not saying that it was a 10. I'm not saying it was a 10. Because I don't give 10s. I'm, like, that kind of stringent. But I'm just trying to... It went from, like, a 9.5 to a 7.9. There you go. And then it went back up to, like, an 8.3, 8.4-ish, alright? Because NoLifeShaq is on it, it gets raised to a 10. But that's tough. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out. And as always,